Um, Before I start, I just want to say it would be to everybody's advantage to laugh as loud and as long as possible. I've been known to have psychotic episodes, and my psychiatrist says it's brought on by a lack of acceptance. I never had many friends when I was a kid, mostly just hostages. Some people think I'm intimidating, but I'm a big teddy bear. The only problem is every time I get pissed off, people lay on the ground and play dead. I remember playing games with my dad, games like Dodge Brick, Moron in the Middle, Hop Shots, and Kickballs. I remember playing hide and go seek with him once, and I haven't seen him since 1975. I got three older sisters, and sometimes we would play house. My older sister would be the mother, and I would play the brother that got locked up and nobody talked about. I didn't actually play with them. They used to just lock me in the closet and I'd slide letters underneath the door. Sometimes when she was in a good mood, she let me play the absentee dad. She'd make believe she was pregnant, and I'd leave. My mom was pretty cheap. She used to save wrapping paper and reuse it around holidays. And you never realize how mean kids can be until you go to school with your peanut butter and jelly sandwich wrapped in Santa Claus paper. Spent the majority of my time in Catholic school. I went to Our Lady of the Twisted Dyke Nun Bitches. Just broke up with my girlfriend and pretty depressed. I'm still going through the healing process. I've been icing my hand all week trying to get the swelling down. Out of the blue, she says to me she needs space. So I pushed her out the window. She's a big girl, 332 pounds. Met her at a Baskin Robbins. She was standing by the counter staring at me like I was the 32nd flavor. And the great thing about dating a big girl is no matter where you grab them on their body, it still feels like a titty. Spent a lot of time sucking on her back. Thanks a lot. I felt good about it. Felt good about it. A little short. I'm used to stretching out a little more, but you get what you get and you do your best.
How long have you been doing this?
About a little over a year. Just a little over a year. I'm a little older than a lot of the comics. I mean, and I guess maybe a little more wiser in a sense. So I think I'm going at it sort of like a somebody that goes back to college after years and is actually playing for their credits. So I'm really aggressive and really adamant about putting it together.
How did you develop this style that you've got?
I think you have to, whenever you go up on stage, you have to kind of uh, understand what other people perceive you as and kind of play off on that. I think you can kind of make people laugh by either confirming what they think about you or going against what they think about you. So, um, you know, a lot of people look at me and they think criminal, thug, biker, all kinds of stuff. So when you do some intelligent material, it's kind of refreshing and it's surprising to them. And when you confirm what they already know in their head, they're kind of going, oh yeah, I knew that, or so. And then you have to kind of temper the fact that maybe some of the stuff is a little dark and twisted with there's a soft side, and you're trying to work both ends of it so that people are not offended, but they still can kind of poke fun at some of the things, some of the stereotypes that they're already thinking in their head.
You used to be a nurse stripper.
Yeah, 11 years.
Tell me about that.
Uh, I actually was working with emotionally disturbed children for like 4 years, and I got really burnt out, manically depressed. I dropped out of college. I came home and needed some money, and somebody I knew that was doing it, I started doing it. I actually was a marketing major at the time, and I kind of saw an opportunity to make some money. And 11 years later, I was doing male stripping, running around shaking my money maker for 11 years. I work for the phone company right now. So
And what was the impetus for you going into comedy and doing this stuff?
I was actually I used to produce shows, and I had hired some of the mainstream comics like Tracy Morgan, Jim Brewer, some of the other guys, and I saw them at a really early stage, and I always wanted to do it. You get bit by that comedy bug. It's really creative, and I always wanted to do it, but I figured because I was a male stripper, that they really wouldn't take me seriously. So now that that part of my life is kind of out of the way, I a year ago, I decided I was going to take it up, and I've been doing it ever since.